Hi, this is the smoking and vaping presentation by Tania.
Amari,
and Hayley.
Smoking is the act or habit of inhaling the smoke of tobacco by sucking on the end of a lit cigar, cigarette, pipe, etc. Smoking, as we all know, is the leading cause of preventable death and can lead to the 4 chronic diseases in the 3450 model, including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and COPD. Cigarettes are highly addictive and send a rush of nicotine to the brain in only 10 seconds and have over 7,000 chemicals in them. Vaping is a battery-powered device that creates an aerosol that looks like a water vapor that contains nicotine, flavoring, and over 30 other chemicals. Vaping, also known as e-cigarettes, are also highly addictive, and a popular brand called Juul has such high levels of nicotine that one Juul pod equals 20 cigarettes. Although e-cigarettes are considered safer than cigarettes because it exposes users to less chemicals, there aren't many long-term studies of long-term effects of vaping and e-cigarettes. Smoking affects about 90% of all lung cancer deaths overall. Currently in the US, Alaska Natives and Native Americans have the highest prevalence of smoking, but studies show that this is due to cultural reasons and lack of tax on tobacco products. The risk factors of smoking are cancer, chronic lung disease, COPD, asthma, etc. Vaping is currently increasing among the youth, and 20% of people ages 18 to 29 vape, opposed to 9% of people ages 30 to 49. Underage vaping is also a huge problem in the US and harms adolescent brain development, causes memory problems, and many people have been poisoned by ingesting the e-cigarette liquid through skin and eyes, and there have also been cases of defective e-cigarettes blowing up and causing severe injuries on top of all the harmful effects of properly vaping. Along with nicotine, risk factors for vaping are ultrafine particles inhaled through the lungs, flavorants linked to lung disease, heavy metals, asthma, lung scarring, shortness of breath, and organ damage.
Many measures have been taken, including the implementation of smoke-free policies. There's a 17% reduction in heart attacks in places with smoke-free laws, and it motivates people to quit. Tax increases at the federal level decrease smoking because the prices have gone up, and then aggressive media campaigns reduce youth initiation and increase negative attitudes towards smoking and help motivate smokers to quit. There was the 1998 Master Settlement Agreement, which prohibited advertising tobacco to people under age 18. There's also the 2009 Family Smoking Prevention Act, which gave the FDA authority to regulate the marketing of tobacco products. States, including California, have also started banning e-cigarettes, which helps prevent teens from gaining access to these products. These measures are working to get people to stop smoking and vaping. Taxes show a 7% decrease in youth and 4% decrease in adult smoking. The revenue also started CHIP, which is a state children's health insurance program. One campaign, TIPS, helped save $7.3 billion on smoking-related healthcare costs because it showed the chronic effects of smoking. Smoke-free policies led to a 6.4% increase in tobacco cessation in workplaces, and it reduced tobacco use among youths and reduced the prevalence of smoking by 3.8%. The vape ban reduced nicotine intake as well. What could be done next would be that smoking cessation programs and therapy should be more regulated and accessible so that all people who are trying to quit can get more emotional support because it is super difficult.
the biggest misconception is that vaping is a great alternative to smoking. This is what ad campaigns use to advertise vaping. However, there is not enough information to definitively state that vaping is safer than smoking in long-term health, as vaping exposes us to toxins. Today, finding care is the easiest it's ever been. There are various outreach programs such as the American Lung Association that helps kids who are suspended due to vaping and alternative suspension. Many hotlines are used for crisis situations, and then at-home care is the most accessible form of care there is. Finding information on the internet is easy. Anti-smoking and vaping campaigns such as the World Lungs Foundation and Be Tobacco Free have websites that give an enormous amount of information.